Hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. You see the thumbnail. I'm not going to waste any of your time. The first round, I was going to do just the one video on Abdul Carter, but I hung around. I waited to see if the New York Giants were going to make a move, and the New York Giants made a move, trading back into the first round with the Texans for the 25th pick. Gave up 34, gave up 99, gave up next year's third round pick. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. But who did they trade up for? They traded up for Jaxson Dart, but I'm going to get back to that. You guys already know how I feel about Shedeur Sanders. It's a damn shame. It is what it is. Let's talk about the Abdul Carter move. Abdul Carter, everybody knew he was going 3 to the Giants. I had a little bit of hope thinking Shedeur might go there at 3. Obviously, I was wrong. My feelings about the quarterback was wrong. My feeling about how the organization felt about the quarterback was wrong. All the pro days, all the following around Shedeur Sanders. It's not even about that anymore. Let me get back into my right mind. Shout out to Abdul Carter. Shout out to the Giants for picking up one of the premier pass rushers coming out of college. I believe that Abdul Carter is going to be fantastic for the Giants. I hope everything checks out with his foot. I hope everything checks out with his shoulder. If everything is clear, he got a clean bill of health, the New York Giants are ready to rock and roll. The New York Giants also picked up the 5th-year option on Kayvon Thibodeaux. I was trying to see what that was going to mean. Are they looking to trade Kayvon Thibodeaux to get back into the first round? Well, they didn't have to use Kayvon to trade back into the first round. But man, I'm excited to have Abdul Carter on the team again. The night didn't go the way that I wanted it to, but nights never really do go the way that I want them to go when it comes to the New York Giants. They find a way to disappoint me every time. And again, this is just my initial reaction. One thing that I will always do is bleed blue. I bleed blue. Even if I don't agree with some of the picks, I bleed blue. I'm in the car and I'm riding. Joe Shane, Brian Dable, they identified their quarterback. They identified Jaxson Dart. And guess what? The only thing they need to do now is be right about that decision. They need to be right about that decision. And if they're right about that decision and Jaxson Dart goes on to be fantastic, I don't think anybody worries about it at all. The only problem you will have is if Jaxson Dart turns out to be horrible and Shedeur Sanders ends up being good. People are going to look back and say, what were the Giants thinking? If both of these guys end up being good, nobody's going to care. If Jaxson Dart ends up being good, nobody's going to care as far as us passing on Shedeur Sanders. But Joe Shane, Brian Dable made a decision tonight. Hopefully everybody feels good about it. Hopefully everybody feels right about it, because the next thing that has to happen is on the field. I do like the situation, though. The situation is cool. The situation is cool. You got Russell Wilson, you got Jameis Winston. Jaxson Dart doesn't even have to see the field. He doesn't even have to see the field this year. As long as Russell Wilson is doing his job, Jaxson Dart won't even see the field. Tommy DeVito was gone. That's what that means. Tommy DeVito was gone. Maybe he's the practice squad guy. I don't know, but Tommy DeVito is gone. We're going to run with 3 quarterbacks this year. Most likely that's going to be what it is. But yeah, not how I wanted it to go. But guess what, Jaxson Dart, you are a New York Giant. Jaxson Dart, I bleed blue with you. It is what it is. It is what it is. Back to Abdul Carter, though. Everybody was talking about Abdul Carter and what he looks like. He can be Micah Parsons. He's our next Lawrence Taylor. I told everybody to pump the brakes. Now, that was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Now that Abdul Carter is officially a New York Giant, guess what? This is the part of the show. This is the part in time where if you watched Over the Top, you turn the hat around and it's time to get to work. It's time for business. Shane Bowen, you got yourself a defensive weapon. Make sure you know how to use them. Build something, build up a scheme, put something together that works for the players on the roster. I hate that we gave up a third round pick. We only gave up 99. I'm happy about that. We got the switch with 34 and 25. That's fine. That's a wash. I hate that we got rid of 99, but we still have 65. That's good. That's good because there still should be a good defensive tackle there at 65. But yeah, man, I was so excited too, man. The roller coaster was crazy. I was live. I refused to look at the chat. As soon as I saw that the New York Giants had traded back into the first round, I would have bet a lot of money that the pick was going to be Shedeur Sanders. I would have bet a lot of money. But again, we got Jaxson Dart. Ole Miss. I know there's a lot of people that's happy right now. There's a lot of people that are doing victory laps right now. There's a lot of people that are super duper excited right now. They can have that. I got question marks, but guess what? There's a lot of excitement too, because I don't know what's going to happen this upcoming season. We still got six picks left in this draft. Let's see what happens. What do we have? We have 65, 105, 150. Well, 65, 105, 154, 219, and 2. So we got 5 picks left in this draft. 5 picks left in this draft. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Definitely need to target a defensive tackle. Definitely need to get some offensive trench as well. And then after that, best player available is probably what's going to happen. But again, the New York Giants have an edge rusher, and the New York Giants have a quarterback. First time drafting a quarterback, period, since Daniel Jones, and hopefully he turns out to be better than Daniel Jones. But that's going to be the video. I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. I know you guys thought I was going to be super duper mad, super duper angry, and depressed. Well, to be honest, I am super duper mad, super duper angry, and super duper depressed. But guess what? I'm going to sleep on it. I'm going to feel better in the morning. It is what it is. New York Giants, let's go.